Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. This is Life in Denver. I am Joe. This is my business partner, Monique. Today we're gonna be checking out Castle Rock, Colorado, one of our fan favorites. Everybody loves Castle Rock. We're gonna be giving you guys all the pros and cons of this area and just everything you need to know about living there. So the first pro that comes to mind for us is Castle Rock specifically. It's a little bit further south from most of the metro, but being further south, you have some great panoramic views of just the mountains, whether it's your downtown, whether it's just in your neighborhood, shopping, wherever. The whole area is just encased in the mountains, and it truly feels like you're in the mountains. Like if you were to go west of Denver out into the true mountains over there, it just has that feel of you're in nature, you're surrounded by it, versus if you're more east of the city, you're kind of just getting views, but you don't feel like you're actually in the mountains. Castle Rock has that feel of you're truly within nature when you go to that area.
All right, guys, and Joe and I are switching it up a little bit. I'm the positive one usually, but I'm going to start with a con.
I'm putting it on her today. It's her problem today.
One of the big things about Castle Rock is it is further south. So a lot of times people can come to Denver, and a lot of our clients visit Denver, and then we head down to Castle Rock. It is quite a bit of a drive. It's not too far south, but if you are commuting into the city, because you have to commute to the office 3 days a week, 2 days a week, or whatever your flexible schedule may be, it is quite a drive. So it is about 30 minutes south of Denver. And if you're looking in the peak traffic hour, it's actually going to be closer to 45 minutes. So definitely something worth calling out. Yes, it does have the beautiful views that Joe's talking about. It does feel like you're in the mountains. But, you know, if you are tight on time or you don't necessarily like driving in traffic or suffer from road rage, you may not want to have that commute. So definitely something worth calling out.
No, definitely. Great point, Monique. It's just something to consider in the sense of if that is going to be your day-to-day commute and you have to make that ride, maybe that's not the spot for you. If you're a remote worker or even if you can live with that as like the hybrid life, maybe that's not the worst thing and you get all the benefits of living in Castle Rock. So really just something you have to consider for your personal situation. And again, just a quick little reminder for you guys, we are licensed realtors out here in the state of Colorado. So any questions you have, any planning you want to do in terms of like what's going to fit your situation ideally, we'd love to do a little bit of research, kind of give you our viewpoint just from a local's perspective on things to consider, because these are some of the things you don't always think about. Like on a map, you could Google map Castle Rock to Denver and it could show a half hour and you're like, I could live with a half hour. What you don't think about though sometimes is that peak rush hour going to, coming back from, 45 minutes to an hour, that can be wearing and just taxing. And it's just something to think about. So we love helping you guys through any questions you might have. All right, guys, I'm still on Next Pro as well. Monique's gonna stay Miss Negative today. So in terms of the Next Pro for you guys for Castle Rock is just very well known in the metro for being one of the best areas to go shopping. So they have a huge outlet center there with just all of your typical shops, whether it's the, Nikes and Adidas for your sports clothing, if you want Lululemon, you want, Le Creuset for your pots and pans, they got everything there, right? I actually just spent, a ton of money there getting ready to go on our honeymoon. Did my little annual shopping spree there. It's a great spot. You can do everything in one stop. But it's just overall, it's not even just that. They have a lot of other commercial development going on too. They have a great downtown with just a ton of great restaurants, ton of great dining. They have a lot of stuff going on in this area. It's not like the sister neighborhood, you call it right above, being Castle Pines, where it's kind of more rural, not as much going on. Yep. Castle Rock is gonna have everything you need from a shopping perspective.
And since Joe does call me Miss Shopper, and yes, I do like to go down there for bargain sales, okay? I am wary of everyone's budget. The con, because I'm being Miss Negative today, thank you, is the traffic and the congestion that come from all the shopping, right? So you get a lot of people that go from Denver to Castle Rock to go to the outlets. You also get a lot of people from the surrounding neighborhoods like Lone Tree or Castle Pines, especially even during Black Friday sales or near the holidays, right? People want to go and find the deals. The traffic and the lines in the stores can get a little overwhelming. And so if you are looking, for shopping and not necessarily having such a having so much congestion when you're heading down there, you might want to consider other shopping options, like your Park Meadows and the other malls. However, it is good for going, making it a day thing. Take the kids. They have, it is an outlet, so it does have outside. You can let your kids run outside a little bit. You can leave them with their dad while mom's shopping, or vice versa. If you have a partner that loves shopping, whoever doesn't love shopping can definitely hold the bags and stay with the kids. So definitely options in terms of what you can do out there.
Yeah, I'm typically the bag holder, specifically because of what Monique said, right? It does just get very congested on those weekends because you have all the surrounding areas coming through and doing their shopping. But the pro tip for you guys is try and catch it on a weekday morning. Like when I just went the other day, I went on a Wednesday morning and the place was a ghost town. It was great because I got all my shopping done in 2 hours or less. And you do have great variety across the board. I didn't have any need to go anywhere else.
That's what you were doing Wednesday.
I bagged on her. So yeah,
yep.
No video for you guys. However, got all my shopping in. I had to get a little revamped wardrobe for you. You got to make sure I'm looking all right. So great area though overall, and just try and catch it on a weekday and you'll be in good shape. All right, guys, so another pro here for you guys. As always, got to be Mr. Positivity for you. One thing that's really cool about Castle Rock is there's a lot of great outdoor activities. So 3 parks come to mind. I'm gonna borrow one actually is from Castle Pines, but Daniels Park's the first one. That is up in Castle Pines, but Castle Pines, Castle Rock, they're so close together that they share a lot of stuff. Like I was saying, how Castle Pines tend to come do all their shopping in Castle Rock. A lot of the Castle Rock people will go up north to Castle Pines and pick up Daniels Park. So that's a really cool picturesque area. You got just like great little pull-off spots where you can go take in the sunset. A lot of people hang out there. Just you can see 6, 7 o'clock, all hanging out, just opening their truck beds and just, you know, relaxing, taking in the views because it's really, really pretty. They have an overlook right above a golf course, and then right beyond the golf course is just big views of the mountains. So a gorgeous area.
You would know the golf course.
I do. I do. Yeah. I play some golf. I grab the wife. We go up there, have a little bit of dinner, and just like, it's almost
charcuterie board.
Charcuterie board. She's always making fun of me for the charcuterie board, but we do that on occasion. We'll grab that, grab a little bottle of wine. You know, whoever's drinking won't be driving, but no, it's a great time overall. And what we will say too is like right next to that too, Philip S. Miller Park. That's more going to be just more activities there, I guess you could say, especially for the kiddos. They have like a really cool, it's a whole tower really that has like, you know, a rope swing off the side of it. It's got like rock climbing. It's got a number of fun activities there. It's just something great that's kind of more unique to a lot of parks. Like a lot of parks will just have, you know, a jungle gym and whatever and some swings. This place is all decked out. They also have like a little mini incline, kind of reminiscent of further down south. They have like the full-on incline, but this is nice because it's not going to kill you. It's a casual more walk up there. You get some good views of just overlooking Castle Rock in general, as well as, again, another good little sunset spot for you guys always looking out. And then the last one that comes to mind too, just next to those two that's really cool, but obviously the most well-known one is the Rock Trail. So Castle Rock gets its name because there's a big rock that looks like a castle, you know, shocker. And what's really cool about that is it's a casual, easy hike, right? You can do it in like an hour or 2 at most. You do need some water. You do want to do it early, as we always call out for you guys, but it's definitely not going to be one of those hikes that like puts you in the ground and puts you down for the rest of the day. You can easily do that and then go hang out downtown, grab lunch. So a ton of great outdoor activities, a ton of local hiking to that area that doesn't require you to go anywhere else.
And since Mr. Joe did take the positives, most of the positives from me today.
We'll give her one after this, maybe.
Yeah, you know, maybe. One of the negatives I do want to call out too is the weather. So one of the biggest things to note, and especially like I mentioned, if you are commuting, is the drive, you know, to Denver, the drive to Lone Tree, or if you're driving up to the Denver Tech Center. If there is a snowstorm, you know, you might experience some closures on the major highway that takes you north and south from Castle Rock, which is I-25. They could potentially close I-25. Also, some of the accidents that do happen, you get the highway, you know, down to 2 lanes, so your commute can easily turn into 2 hours. So definitely something you know, do want to be wary of if you do move down there and you are, you know, going into the office a couple of days a week. And the other thing too is the watering restrictions down in Castle Rock, unique in the sense that, you know, don't want you to waste so much water. They do have limitations regarding, you know, watering your lawn and things like that. So definitely a few more cons to call out, since I did get called Miss Con Lady today, I guess. So just, you know, food for thought if you are considering Castle Rock.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm going to swing that con back to a pro because I am Mr. Positivity today. So what I will say in terms of just road closures and all that, that might be your excuse to take a remote day from work. So just throwing that out there, 125 does get closed down. Hey, I'll still show up for you guys. I'll show up to your listing over there. However, if you guys are remote workers, that could be a perfect opportunity. So just something to call out for you guys.
All right, guys, so now I'm going to switch it a little bit. I'm going to go back to being Miss Positive because, you know,
I'll give her one. Got to give her some decency here.
One of the biggest pros, too, about Castle Rock is the downtown area. I do feel that, you know, downtown in Castle Rock, you have a special vibe, we call it. You can sit outside, have, you know, enjoy a lunch at one of the restaurants, enjoy patio seating. Also, they do have like the fountains for the kids to run through if you do have little ones. There was a cool little ice cream shop. There's also, you know, the candy shop where you could take your kids. So definitely an all-inclusive downtown in terms of what you can do for family. Or even if you want to go and grab drinks, you can go and grab, you know, a patio seat, have some wine, have a drink. We are getting into fall season, so enjoying the picturesque views from those restaurants and enjoying the mountains in your surrounding area is definitely a great option. So I feel like downtown really does include everybody. It has something for everyone in the family. Can also do the local breweries, you know, if dad wants to grab a beer. So definitely some great options in terms of keeping you and your family busy if you're looking for a night on the town. Yeah, it's a great centralized downtown because you could easily go do a quick little 15-20 minute hike outside of the downtown area, come back, kind of grab lunch like Monique was saying. They have the gelato, the Rocket Fizz candy shop, all that great stuff right there, as well as like they have little walking trails all throughout downtown as well. So you can pick up nature being right downtown. You don't actually have to go for a hike. So it is a really, really great spot.
The one other thing we want to call out for you guys though, in terms of, again, just kind of that commute back to Denver, there is no light rail station in Castle Rock. So some suburbs are picking that up, some aren't. Castle Rock specifically actually has been trying to kind of block it because they don't want as many people coming from the city coming down there. They kind of want to just keep their nice little private isolated area over there. So look at it as a pro and con, however you want to look at that. Some people from Castle Rock view it as a pro. They kind of like having that little bit of isolation from the city, but if that is part of your daily commute, maybe you do want that. So you're gonna end up driving probably 10, 15 minutes a little bit further north to pick up that light rail. So just something to call out for you guys who are commuters, because that is something to consider. But overall, Castle Rock, really, really great spot. Just wanted to give you guys a little more insight into it.
Guys, and as much as Joe and I do love having these videos for you, we would love to have you with we'd love to help you with any real estate needs you may have. Please feel free to contact us at the email or phone that you're seeing on your screen. Joe and I are the ones that answers all those questions, so please feel free to reach out at any time, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Love to talk to you guys soon. Otherwise, we'll catch you on the next one.